Okay, so I'm a deadbeat dad, or at least that's what some people think. But by the end of this video, hopefully you have a better understanding of why I made the decisions I made and why I feel it's the most loving thing I could have done for my two boys. But just last year, 2024, I went through a divorce and moved to Costa Rica. Now, outside of not missing any child support payments, I'd be lying to you if I didn't say I had to beat myself up over lack of time that I spend with my boys. Now, I could easily go into blaming my ex or blaming the whole court system and the whole divorce process, along with the attorneys, but that would put me in a victim state, and that's not someplace I reside anymore. That, along with blaming and complaining, brings you down to a lower frequency state, which it turns out I'm allergic to. More on that later on in the video. But back to the story. Just last year, 2024, in the middle of the divorce, I decided to move to Costa Rica. Now, it was rather abrupt, but me and my ex were on the same page. The goal was for her to bring the boys down to visit and maybe possibly move in the future and co-parent in Costa Rica together. That I think it would have been an amazing story. But about 4 or 5 months into the move here to Costa Rica, she changed her mind and decided that it wasn't a good fit and she didn't want to visit with the boys at all, and kind of left me with a decision to make, right? Do I go back home to Atlanta or do I stay here in Costa Rica? And to answer that question, I have to take you back to 2015. Okay, so long story short, I went through some moderate health issues in which the doctors prescribed medication and massage therapy to resolve the issues. None of it worked. I couldn't accept this as my new normal, so I did some additional research, came across a herbalist by the name of Dr. Sebi. He recommended a clean, vegan diet will resolve all of my health issues. And even though I didn't stick to the diet 100%, I was able to clear up the health issues that I had before. I was happy. I couldn't believe that this had happened. Shortly afterwards, I went into the conspiracy rabbit hole, uh, just trying to figure out what else are they lying to us about. And as I continue to dig, it seemed like they're lying to us about everything. This brought me down to a lower vibratory state, and right around that time, I don't know if it was depression or whatnot, but the health issues returned. What's going on here? I have a clean diet and now my health issues have returned. Right? I can't go back to the doctors because I'm not supposed to be healed. Right? So I did some additional research and came across multiple stories online that pretty much proved that the way you think and your emotions can cause disease in your body. One of the doctors that stood out from the rest was Dr. Joe Dispenza, who clearly stated that your emotions and your thoughts have an effect on your body and can cause disease. I understood that. I completely stopped with the conspiracy theories, stopped talking about it, and just really embraced a self-love concept. And I couldn't believe it, but my health issues had dissolved, right? So I was back healthy again, and at this point I'm just like, okay, what is going on? Like, am I the only person experiencing this? I don't know, but I know that it was something I had to share with the world. And when you're in that state, you just promise God the world because it was just such a gratifying feeling. So I told God, I'm like, look, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna combine the works of Dr. Sebi and then also Dr. Joe Dispenza, and really just help the world heal from whatever disease or ailments that they have going on. But shortly after that, doubt crept in, and then also fear, and then anxiety of, will people actually even believe what I'm talking about, right? So I went back to God, hat in hand, and said, hey, look, God, I don't really have time. I don't really have the time for this. I'm not ready. I have a job. I have a couple of businesses. I have real estate to manage. I have a marriage with kids. I just don't have time for the mission at this point. So of course, you know what God did, right? Took away my job. The business is closed. I ended up selling the real estate. Lost the marriage. I was left with two excuses. I didn't have time, and I wasn't ready. So now that I'm in Costa Rica, I have more time. I'm actually using that time to get ready to share the initial mission that was placed on me 10 years ago. Okay, I'm just now getting around to it. So this is serious for me. Like, when I think about just what I'm here to do, I compare it to a soldier going off to war. The soldier understands that he has to leave his family, and what he's fighting for is bigger than his family, also bigger than him. He's fighting for his country or freedom, the free world, right? And for me, it's a battle of consciousness. It's a war going on with your consciousness, and I see it. I'm aware of it. I lived it. I experienced it, and this is my mission. This is what I'm here to do, and I can't allow anything to get between myself and my mission, because I don't know what else God will take from me if I don't honor this mission and honor what He placed upon my heart. Okay, so what exactly am I fighting for, right? What's the mission? I want everyone to be their true authentic self. But we're gonna break it down into mind, body, and soul. So with the mind, I want people free from anger and negative emotions and grounded in unconditional love. When it comes to the body, I want to see people healthy and vibrant and disease free. When it comes to the spirit or your soul, I want you to be your true authentic self, what you came down here on earth, which I think is a spiritual college. Can't anybody tell me otherwise? It's a spiritual college, and I want you to get that degree. Okay, you came down here to earn it, so it's time to get to work, right? So when it comes to those three categories, mind, spirit, and body, which ones are you having the biggest issues with? Comment below. I would love to hear about it. So what does the mission look like going forward? I don't want to make any promises. All I can promise you right now is consistency and unconditional love in my message. That's what I'm going to be sharing. I'm going to start with the body, because that's how I found unconditional love, is through the body, and I want other people to feel the same way. So am I a deadbeat dad? I don't know. It's not for me to decide. Uh, it's up to the people who are more perfect than I am to judge me. But I do know this: I'd rather be judged by you or any other person that breathes oxygen, any other human, than to be judged by the Creator, because ultimately that's where I'm going. That's where we all go, right? So was this a bit extreme for my ex and my two boys? Possibly, but that's not something that I have any control over. And it's not about good or bad, or my ex is bad, or you can make it good or bad, but I don't see it that way. I just see it as um, me being on a mission and honoring what God placed upon my heart. Because once the truth is revealed, it's hard to go back to any type of lie or any type of comfort zone that was covering up the truth. So, hey, if you made it this far, thank you for staying this long, and please like and subscribe. Drop a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Peace.